Yeah, Xero was this very short-lived series from the late 90s. It only ran, I think, 12 issues. Uh, it had just bad timing coming out in the middle of a ongoing collapse in the comics market. So who's to say? Yeah, and the same is true of Milestone or a lot of these other 1990s experiments in creating diverse characters. Who is to say how long these characters would have lasted if they had come out in a healthier market? But unfortunately, the collapse of the speculator market and the collapse of the comics retailers just didn't leave these series any room to grow. This was a series about a secret agent. He's a black secret agent, but well, he has two separate identities, and neither of them are really his real identity. In his cover identity, he's Coltrane Walker, who is this sort of outrageous caricature of a thug-like black celebrity. He's a basketball player. He's behaving badly. And then in his secret agent identity, he puts on this mask that turns him white. It's just a latex mask. It's got a blonde wig, blue eyes, white skin. So he's the perfect Aryan superhero when he's in costume. He's the thug black celebrity when he's out of costume. And it's clear that neither of these identities are the real Coltrane Walker. And he spends the whole series trying to figure out who he is in the midst of being asked to play two different kinds of stereotypes. Double consciousness as it relates to Xero. Xero's a little unusual in that his identities are a little bit more externally imposed than you normally see. If he feels double consciousness, it's not just because he is a minority living in a majority white society. It's because his boss and his spy agency is actually forcing him to adopt two different identities. And there's also an element of racial conditioning involved, where his final test when he's being initiated or trained as a spy, his final test is he has to recite a racial slur. Almost as if it's first of all, it's just a power play. It's a way of putting him completely under their control, but it also almost seems to be a way of cementing this split identity. They will make him see himself this way. They will make him recite these racial slurs. So the identities are a little bit more obviously imposed by external factors than you would normally see, even in something like Black Lightning, which has more, I would say, a more standard account of identity formation.